In today's video, I am going to be answering two popular questions that I get from my clients who have just been laid off. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akila and I'm a certified career coach. My mission for this channel is to help others uncover a more fulfilling career and help them to take practical steps to achieving this career. If this type of content resonates with you, feel free to like, subscribe, and share my work. All right, so let's get into today's topic. So, the first question um, that I get from my clients after being laid off is, I've given 3, 4, 5 years of my life to this particular company. How do I deal with the emotions that I currently feel after being laid off? And typically, what I do is I first create space for my clients to express how they are feeling about being laid off. And then I actually reassure them that their feelings are valid, right? And everything that they're feeling is perfectly okay. As someone who's been laid off in the past, I'm very much aware of how jarring it can be for persons, especially if it's your first layoff. There's just so many things roaming around in your head, and it can be very disconcerting. Okay, so I originally the first thing I do is create space, allow them to speak about how they feel, and then I reassure them to let them know that their feelings are valid, right? And then I let them understand and know that even though they have been laid off, it's not because it's not a reflection of the fact that they were performing poorly. Okay. I would say 9 out of 10 times when there is a layoff at a company or a mass layoff at a company, it's typically tied to the company needing to cut costs. And of course, when companies are looking to cut costs, one of the first places they look is the human resources. So I let them understand that the way they're feeling, they should not personalize it. It's not a personal decision. It was merely a business decision. I then explained to them that they should take a few days to kind of process exactly how they're feeling, unpack all the emotions that they're having, and then subsequent to those few days, they should then dive into making a plan of action as it relates to what they're going to do post being laid off, whether or not they're going to be taking a break or they're going to be moving back into the job market. And if they are, what does that look like? So typically, that is the very generalized advice that I give to my clients about how they deal with their emotions. Of course, depending on the client, that generalized statement may be made more personal depending on their specific circumstances. But in general, that is what I would advise my clients to do. The second question that I get from my clients who've just been laid off is, how do I frame my layoff? Or how do I explain to potential employers that I've just been laid off? And honestly, this answer is more simple than what we may think it is, in the sense of you keep it simple, right? If someone asks, why are you looking for a new job, or why did you leave your last company? You simply state positive things about your experience at that previous company. So you could say things like, you know what, I had a great experience, I learned a lot. However, my company was going through restructuring, and as a result of that, my position was made redundant. That's simply it. You don't have to go into details. You want to keep it short and sweet. So the template is, you want to state some positive things about the last company, especially things that you may have learned that may be transferable skills that you can use for this new job you're interviewing for. And then you simply say there was restructuring and your position was made redundant. It's that simple. You don't have to go into too much. Keep it short and sweet. And most times, employers won't press you any further about that. right? And let's say you're in Canada. I can't speak for the US. Typically, your record of employment will reflect that you were terminated without cause as well if you've been laid off. So again, what you're saying and what your record of employment will show is going to be aligned, and that's just in case they do a background check on you, so everything will be aligned. So you don't have to go into any more details there. Okay, those are the two questions that I will be answering today. Hopefully, you learned something from this, and you can come back next week for more career advice. Thank you.